Hello Haunt Crate subscribers, and welcome to a special VIP edition of Theme Park Bar. Carey, Ohio was first introduced back in 2008 to the Halloween Horror Nights canon and has been the de facto location for all things spooky ever since. Actually, most of Horror Nights' lore can be traced back to the small Ohio town, including H.R. Blood and Guts, the Caretaker and Cindy after just a little bit of retconning, and of course Legendary Truth. Now personally, when I hear Carey, Ohio, all I can think of is the 2008 Halloween Horror Nights event, and of course the Reflections of Fear storyline that played out on HalloweenHorrorNights.com. For those of you who don't know, the story revolved around Boris Schuster, a private eye who is investigating the disappearance of a photographer by the name of Charlie McPherson, who is actually the focus of the original Dead Exposure haunted house. Boris was able to track down Charlie's last known location, Dr. Mary Agana's immersion therapy facility, Living Fearlessly. Well, turns out Dr. Mary Agana really wasn't that nice of a person, because she brutally murdered Charlie, as well as a whole bunch of other people. Boris, after discovering the heinous crimes going on here, decided to take justice in his own hands, and he brutally murdered the doctor by throwing her through one of her two-way mirrors, thus giving birth to the event's icon, Bloody Mary. 2008 had a lot of layers, man, and it was awesome. Now, as creating this cocktail, I wanted to make sure it was something that I thought Boris Schuster himself would drink. So that's how I came up with Twilight over Carey. Combining gin, cognac, and blood orange, this updated version of a Tom Collins is guaranteed to get you ready to face your fears and say her name with confidence. Here's what you're going to need. 1.5 ounces of gin, 3/4 of an ounce of Grand Marnier, 2.5 ounces of blood orange drink mix, 1/4 ounce of fresh lemon juice, 1/2 ounce of simple syrup, and we're going to top that off with club soda. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this Twilight over Carey whipped up here for you real quick. We're going to start with a mixing glass full of ice. From there, we're going to throw in 1.5 ounces of our gin. I'm using Bombay Sapphire, but use whatever gin you like. From there, we're going to throw in 3/4 of an ounce of Grand Marnier. Grand Marnier is going to be an orange flavored cognac. After that, we have our 2.5 ounces of blood orange, 1/4 of an ounce of lemon juice, and lastly, 1/2 ounce of simple syrup. Simple syrup is just going to be equal parts sugar and water brought to a boil. Easy peasy, right? Pretty simple. Hence the name, simple syrup. Ho-ho! Alright, from there we're going to get your mixing tin. Make sure you got a good seal and give them a good vigorous shake. From there we're going to get our serving glass. We're going to put in some fresh ice in there. You don't want to pack it in too tightly because we are going to need to top the cocktail with club soda. From there we're going to strain the cocktail onto the fresh ice. I'm going to top that off with just a little bit of club soda. Pour that in gently. You want to have a nice flow. You're looking to have that two-tone aesthetic going on, like a twilight sky over a beautiful, small, spooky town, right? Now, of course, no drink is complete without a fresh fruit garnish. And there we go, the Twilight over Carey, the Haunt Crate original cocktail for the month of October. Combining gin, orange-flavored cognac, blood orange, lemon juice, a lot of good stuff going on. And of course, that club soda providing a little bit of effervescence. I'm going to throw a straw in here just to get everything working a little bit. Let's give it a taste. Ooh, really, really amazing flavors going on there. You get the tartness from the blood orange first and foremost. You get the sweetness from the orange cognac. There's a little sourness going on, of course, going back to the blood orange and the lemon juice in there. You do get nice herbal notes coming from the gin. Of course, you got the cognac representing Carey, France, you know, the sister city to our spooky farmland town. And the bubbles feel so good. Oh, I love this cocktail. I'm gonna draw this in, get one more big sip. Very crisp and refreshing, perfect for those hot, humid nights in Orlando, or I guess Carey, Ohio is what I mean. Twilight over Carey is what I think is the ultimate tribute to Mr. Boris Schuster. May he Rest in peace, maybe? Do we know what happened to him? I don't know. Bloody Mary. Artie Honk Crate, thank you so much for purchasing this month's box and for joining me here on your own private episode of Theme Park Bar. If you're unfamiliar with the channel, I recreate cocktails from all across the world at theme parks and amusements. You can go ahead and become one of my bar regulars simply by subscribing to the channel, and you can catch me all over social media at Twitter and Instagram, both at Theme Park Bar. You can also find my past videos and recipes over at themeparkbar.com. Now remember, when you're going out, please always be safe, drink responsibly, and never forget to tip your bartenders. Until next time, y'all, stay spooky.